Good morning, everyone. I wanted to tell you about my first solo trip that I took. I've been reminiscing about it recently, and I went to Paris by myself. And this was back in 2018. It was like a year after my mom passed away. When my mom died, I really started thinking, what am I doing? Life is short, and I'm just kind of grinding away, working so hard, and two jobs, and doing all these different things for what? So I kind of asked myself, what would I really want to do? What would I regret not doing if it was my time to go? And one of the main things was travel. And part of the issue with travel wasn't just about money or anything, but just having someone to go with me. I would ask people to go with me and they'd say sure. And then when it came down to it, it didn't really happen. So I was kind of thinking about all this in my lunch break one day at work. And I thought, I'm just going to look at flights to Paris because I've always wanted to go to Paris. And I found a flight. Where was I at then? Well, it was $550, I think, round trip from Charleston, South Carolina to Paris. And I just got it. I just booked it. And I was so scared. After I did it, I got so nervous. I thought, what am I going to do? So in the next few months, I proceeded. This was like maybe October, and my trip was going to be over spring break because at this point, I was a therapist and a school counselor at this time in my life. And so it was about March that I was going to go, end of March, beginning of July. And so over the next few months, I was trying to find anybody and everybody, asking everybody if they would go with me. And a couple of my friends said yes and then backed out. And that's just how it was. And I just decided I need to go no matter what. So I was scared. This was not easy for me at all. And I prepared a lot and researched a lot and had an itinerary of everything I was going to do. But still, it was a lot. Like I got to the Paris airport, which was fine, but trying to take the train from Paris from the airport into downtown Paris, or the main part of Paris, was difficult. And it ended up some Americans were also there that helped me figure out how to buy the ticket. So that was the first thing. Oh, not the first thing. This first thing was my luggage was lost. Huh. So after that, I never checked my bags when I go international, just FYI. I mean, you can, but that was my first situation. And they said that they should have it because I got there maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, because it was an overnight flight. And anyway, that was my first issue. Then I'm trying to find the train, got the train, and I get to the area where I'm at, and I was staying in Le Marais, and I get off of the metro, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning in Paris, this huge city, nobody's around, no one. It looked like something happened, the apocalypse, and I didn't know about it. It was really freaky. Finally, I found there was a Starbucks, and there was a woman in the Starbucks, and I went to get Starbucks just to make sure nothing crazy had happened that I didn't know about. It was really weird. But anyway, got my Starbucks and then walked over to near where my Airbnb was, contacted my Airbnb host, and they let me in. And so that was my first morning. And then I got there. I was hanging out that day, and I was really, really jet lagged. And in the evening, I went to this little market. I still didn't have my luggage. I went to this little market to get a toothbrush and some of the things I needed. And this man said, well, how are you doing? And I just started crying. I told him that I lost my luggage. And he kept saying, oh, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. He was really nice. But yeah, I cried that night for a lot. I finally got my luggage at 11 p.m., I think, on the Saturday night. And the next morning, I thought, I need to suck it up, stop crying, because I was thinking, what was I doing? Why did I come to a foreign country all by myself? What am I thinking? I took high school French and felt like I knew a lot, and I can understand a decent amount, but it was overwhelming for sure. So the next morning, I thought, I've got a full itinerary. I need to do these things and have fun. And I'll tell you, the first day, it was like a free day for a lot of the museums. So I went to all these museums. I had a jam-packed schedule. And I would constantly turn around, like, when I saw something cool, like, I wanted to tell the person next to me and realize, "Oh, I'm by myself." And I did that for that first day, but after that, you get used to it. You get used to being alone. But it was really fun. I thought it would make me feel sad that it's Paris and it's supposed to be romantic, but I had a blast. I had so much fun. I met these people from Colorado when I was waiting in line to get into this famous bookstore, and we talked for a long time, and you just run into people and talk to people. I went on a bunch of free walking tours, and I met this couple from Ohio, and we talked for a long time, and the woman's family was French, and so she had come to France all the time. So she was telling me all these different places to go and places not to go. It was really great. But it was not only cool to see Paris, I couldn't believe how much confidence I gained and how much I learned about myself by going on a solo trip. Like, to me, that's what's the most important, exciting, amazing thing about traveling solo is that you learn so much about yourself, what you can do, your strengths, how you can rely on yourself. You gain more confidence by doing this. So that's my little story of my first solo travel. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.